My name is Adom, but I never really stress it to people. It's pronounced Adom, it's pronounced Adom. I was born here in Houston, Texas, but I was way too young to remember that. As the farthest back I can remember would be Tallahassee, Florida. That's where my mother went to college, and that's essentially where I spent like most of my young childhood. Up until around the age of, I'd say 5, I was in Tallahassee, Florida. From there, I went to Ghana, West Africa. So Florida is a very culturally diverse place, but it is still very racially divided as far as the social lines. And so West Africa, I feel like in Ghana, socially they're much better, and morally they're much better than here in the U.S. Just because of things I've seen here in the U.S. Freshman year, let's just go to freshman year. I saw a guy who got stabbed in the back of the head because people were trying to rob him for some money. When I was out there in Ghana, West Africa, I didn't see anything like that. And people, it was like a party was every day. Everybody in the community knew each other. Everybody was really nice. There wasn't this sort of I'll get mine, you get yours type of mentality. Because here in the U.S., it's sort of cash driven, that we've sort of developed a selfish mindset. And so when you think about it, everything in life or that we experience growing up in the U.S. is setting you up for money, wage slavery, and death. And out there, there's more of a focus on happiness, joy, and things of that nature. So opportunity-wise, the U.S. is definitely a much better place, but culturally, socially, ethically, and morally, I prefer Ghana a million times over. From Ghana, I came back to Houston, of course. The mentality changed as I got older. I was considering what reason do I have to be here, and what do I really want to do? What do I truly feel outside of this little system and imaginary world that we've created as humans? Because this whole little, thing we've created sort of contradicts our very nature and murders the things that give us life. Humans in and of themselves could be described as a suicidal race, because nearly all of our inventions murder us and our environment. And so I was considering, well, on a completely natural level, what do I truly want? And I was like, well, I want to be free. To express myself physically would be why I practice martial arts and dance, and why I practice capoeira specifically, because it's a martial art and it's a dance. And the specific reason I chose capoeira was because the African slaves brought from Angola, which is in West Africa, to Brazil, practiced this art form as a way to rebel against the government that was keeping them down. So most of the things I do are to make myself free, in a sense. So how would you free your emotions? Well, that's why I write poetry and music, and that's why I sing. How would you express your emotions physically? Oh, well, I dance, I do martial arts. So that way I don't have to rely on some sort of external source for my own stability. My stability comes from things that I do. My beliefs are rooted in what is logical and what I can feel. There is one base primal energy that is existent in everything. So I guess I do believe in fate and things of that nature, but I believe everything that exists together forms what would be considered this omniscient, omnipotent thing. But I think it's just a base primal energy. You are a part of it, I'm a part of it, this table's a part of it. Because humans in and of themselves could be considered a suicidal race, that contradicts that base primal energy. And so in that sense, we must strive to not destroy what is.
Right.
So because all energy comes from the same place, even in like multiple belief systems you look at, because of that, everything that exists sort of, I guess, is unified.